When the humans challenged the Galactic Confederacy, the first response was to laugh. There were a dozen species in it, most with hundreds of systems under their control. The humans had a mere dozen or so, penned in on all sides by the other races. Because galactic law prohibited orbital bombardment as a war crime, we fought mostly on the ground. We did not believe the humans would offer much resistance. After all, a Strangar has the strength to casually crush a human being in the palm of its hand. The Okithics are weak, but their armies number in the billions. The Oraringar are the finest pilots and mechanics in the galaxy. Each of the other races, including my own, had advantages over humanity. Strength, speed, intelligence. On paper, the humans should have been doomed. They were outnumbered, outgunned, and outmatched. We underestimated them. That was why they survived. The humans have advantages of their own. 3 major ones we didn't consider relevant at the time, but which are all too well remembered now. The first is their skill with ranged combat. Each human has the ability to fight at a distance innately. Of all the species that do have this ability, humans are the best. Their natural abilities cybernetically augmented, human aim is almost perfect. The strength of the Strangar and the numbers of the Okithics are irrelevant when the humans could fire more bullets than we could send soldiers. Everything they have is designed to fight at a distance. Their ships, their tanks, everything. Many of our species fight in melee because ranged combat can only be accomplished through cybernetic augmentation. A human can fight better than the ranged combat experts of most species without augmentation. We put those augments into a lot of our soldiers very fast. It didn't do us much good. The humans have been fighting ranged warfare since their species first crawled out of the mud. If we got close enough to fight in melee, we tore them to shreds. We did not get that chance often. My race alone could match them at range using our scatterguns, our inferior aim compensated for by our speed and the lack of need for accuracy. Were it merely that, we still would have won, but it was not. Their greatest strength made them impossible to pin down. Of all the creatures in the galaxy, I have not seen a creature that endures like a human. They're not tough, they're not fast. Many species beat them in those ways, but humans never stop moving. Most creatures need to sleep for a full cycle after a burst of activity, but humans naturally sleep less than half that, and their augmentations took that time down to almost nothing. Compared to most of us of comparable size, they require little sleep or rest. Their armies never stop moving, and because we had to stop to rest so much more often than they chose the battlefields suited to their strengths at range. Their assaults never stopped, their movement never stopped. They shifted and moved and changed. Their vehicles lasted so much longer than ours did. Because they were so enduring, their machines were designed to go on forever, never stopping. The Oraringar designed vehicles that were much better than theirs in terms of toughness, maneuverability, speed, and almost every other category. But their vehicles still needed to stop every few hours for maintenance. The humans would never have tolerated that, as we do. Their vehicles can go weeks without maintenance or repair, even after battle. The humans would simply raid, and raid over and over again, avoiding engagement until our vehicles needed maintenance, and then they would assault with everything they had. I could run down a human hover jeep and blast the occupants inside. Once. But after that, I would be too exhausted to move. I would need to feed, need to sleep. The humans are slow as glaciers on a frozen ice world, but they don't need that. They let us attack them, then simply kept pressing and pressing and pressing until we fell. We died. So many of us. And the third thing, perhaps the most important. My people are hunters. We wiped out most prey species on our world long ago. We have the instinct to kill, but we are hunters. We do not fight when pressed, we flee, to strike from stealth and with speed. The Okithics and Strangar are descended from plant eaters. They are prey species and fight like a herd. They move as one, in vast numbers, but led by a few individuals. Take out the leader of a herd of Strengar, and they crumble. The Akithics are too stupid and do not value their own lives enough to crumble, but due to the human guns, they were practically irrelevant in the fight, except as cannon fodder. Perhaps only the Oraningar had that same spirit as the humans, but they were no match in close combat, nor their endurance. The humans are pack creatures, predators that came from prey. I can smell it on them. They are prey that banded together, fought like mad, and learned to eat hunters. We have a creature on our world that fights like that. They will be struck, lethally, by venom of a beast and fight until they die, unheeding of wounds, simply to strike at those that struck at them. They will fight suicidally, simply for revenge. But they are simple animals and loners. Humans have that spirit, but they are no animals, and they are pack creatures. Kill a member of their pack, and they remember your face. They hunt you down in that slow, never-stopping movement of theirs with their horribly accurate guns. I remember a human we had fired on. 37 blasts of the scattergun to his torso. He killed 3 of us before he died, screaming in rage about the death of his pack. My instincts screamed at me to run, even as we held every advantage. That battle madness is rare among species, and the humans are born with it. True, some died cowering, but so many died with that insane, suicidal madness in their eyes. On each world we fought, I killed many humans. Among my people, I'm a hero for doing so well in a hopeless war. I do not tell them about the times I hid, crawling on my belly under logs or hiding in corpses to avoid the humans' latest unending attack. I do not tell them about the many bullets from the human guns still embedded in my torso. I do not tell them about the human I shot in the face who managed to stab me in the gut with a knife even as he died. They are not prey. We cannot rule them as we have the others. The humans survived their little war and gained a few dozen more battle-scarred planets in the process. Our species alone lost over 3 billion soldiers. We tell ourselves it was a minor skirmish with a minor race, no big loss. I say that if we have many more minor skirmishes like that, we won't have much left to fight real wars with. And should we fight them again, find another hunter. I will not battle with them another time. I will end my days hunting the prey species, hoping a battle-mad human assassin doesn't ignore the treaties and kill me. Warlord Jarash of the Shalani.